This video will discuss 6 elements that turn on girls and how men may utilize these to their advantage in attracting the women they want to date. All these are traits that men can cultivate and improve upon to increase their chances of meeting and dating their ideal partners. Okay, so let's get started. 1. Superior self-assurance without overconfidence. Confidence is one of the most potent traits in a man, and it's even more effective when it's both robust and well-balanced. Confidence means believing in one's own abilities and acting accordingly. It also means understanding one's own strengths and working to improve them. You can tell if someone is overconfident or underconfident about a subject by how they handle situations that require confidence. One of the most defining characteristics of alpha males, sigma guys, and high-value men is self-assurance. These guys are well aware of their strengths and do everything in their power to improve their areas of weakness. A guy of great worth exudes all that is heroic, magnetic, refined, and masculine. Women swoon over him, while men look up to his wealth and authority. Despite the hardships he has faced, he has carried himself with dignity and bravery. Independence is second on the list. Because they lack the self-assurance to speak their truth, own their personal authority, and take care of their own needs, men who rely on the praise of others to feel valued are weak men. A man's value, especially in his own eyes, decreases if he is incapable of standing up for himself. This is typical nice guy behavior, which makes a man less interesting and attractive to others. One of the hallmarks of a man of high value is his freedom. You need not worry about him. He has sufficient confidence in himself to make a success of his life. He won't expect you to foot every bill or shower him with extravagant gifts. He is happy because he knows what he needs, since it's clear that he's used to looking out for himself. He's got heart and goodwill to spare. He is self-aware enough to know when to stop pushing his luck and give you space. Learn to accept yourself for who you are and to love yourself. First, don't give in to the pressure to lower your status in the eyes of those who already don't respect you. Greater participation on our part can begin to alter the current trajectory. Stop avoiding your fears and deal with them head-on. Man learns to devalue himself to avoid upsetting other people. If you can accept the tension or worry, as some call it, you will be more able to embrace your power when he inhibits his ability to show up. Emotional IQ is third on the list. Emotional intelligence encompasses a wide range of abilities such as self-awareness, social awareness, and the ability to form positive bonds with people, but it is not universal. All of these features are crucial in a highly valued man's life, and not merely for the sake of finding a mate. As a matter of fact, they serve as stepping stones on his path to self-actualization and professional success. Naturally, EQ helps when interacting with new people, including friends, coworkers, and even bosses. Stronger social relationships help us succeed in life. The high-value man understands his emotions and responds appropriately. Because he is more than simply a smooth talker, this is something you will notice about him. Furthermore, he is genuinely interested in you or the person he is talking to. This is arguably one of the most desirable actions a man can take from a female perspective. Positivity is number 4. Do you want to discover the simplest thing in the world? One way to be negative is to, if you don't have the willpower to control your negative thoughts, they will consume you. That's why successful men are so skilled at holding their negative thoughts at bay and channeling their energy into optimism. The ability to master one's own ideas at will is a hallmark of a truly valuable person. He sees the glass as half full. He doesn't entertain any doubts because he knows that his thoughts directly affect his reality. This is one of the most alluring qualities of a man to a woman. His thoughts turn to the successful conclusion he hopes for, and he continues. He is aware of how his ideas affect his surroundings. He shifts into a more optimistic frame of mind and recalls, off the top of his head, 10 reasons to be grateful. Have you noticed that a person's smile and laughter nearly guarantee that they will be noticed by everyone? When someone frowns, do they react negatively? Your high-value man is the same way. Because he is happy and content when he is with you, he gives off the impression that he has everything under control. The most important thing is that he appreciates everything, but you in particular. He maintains a positive outlook on life even in the face of adversity. This regularly resulted from his optimistic outlook on life. When he finally accepts this, he will start sketching it. As a result, it owes him loyalty. You may be able to tell immediately if you're dealing with a man of great value because of his positivity. And it is precisely his optimism and confidence that would arouse and captivate the ladies. Number 5. Having a strong devotion to something. This person is very dedicated to the things he sets his mind to, including himself, his growth, his work, his friendships, and even his weekend plans. One of two things happens: he stakes the farm. If he goes up to a woman, it's because he's confident in what he has to offer. He isn't interested in vague discussions. For him, making promises is natural. He places a high value on loyalty and is convinced that, if things pan out, he will give whatever it is his best. If not, he will press on regardless of the consequences. If he has made a promise, he will go out of his way to make sure he keeps it. If he says he'll do something, he'll do it. To make someone happy, he won't offer empty promises. To be honest, if there's something he can't do, he won't try. He can be relied on and is trustworthy. He isn't the type to talk trash about others behind their backs. Instead, he wants to make sure it's his voice they hear and not someone else's. When people are down, he praises them and treats them with respect. Commitment and integrity are essential traits for men of value, and they are extremely attractive to women who want to know that their partner will always have their back and encourage them to live morally. These ladies are more likely to let their guard down around a man if he is committed, has integrity, and takes care of business with his usual straightforwardness and vigor. Number 6. Powerful leadership. Every woman is drawn to positions of leadership. Every woman seeks a man who can take charge, who can issue orders to other men, and who can do things. A man of great worth volunteers for leadership roles because he knows he can do them. In other words, he doesn't wait to be given the green light. Instead of just telling you about them, he shows you. He isn't the type to idly wait around for instructions. He chooses to take charge of the situation on his own, though, and steer it in his own direction. It's common knowledge that a man of high value seeks the approval of others before removing his mask. His actions and the consequences they have are an integral part of his identity, so he takes full responsibility for them. The ability to inspire others with one's optimism for the future is another hallmark of a truly valuable person. He does not attempt to convince others to blindly follow him. Instead, he briefs them on his plans so they may decide whether or not to join him, whether they share his vision, and how they can best contribute to its realization. By working with them in this way and delegating authority to an influential guy, he gives significant weight to their input. Positive outcomes accrue to all those involved. A man of great value makes an effort and takes delight in knowing the finer details, from the clothes he wears on dates to the nuances of a woman's voice. He never considers asking a lady what she likes or dislikes. He asks her about her likes and dislikes and other interests so he can tailor their time together to her. Also, he comes to pick her up, whether she calls an Uber or a car service. His protective and defensive nature extends into the bedroom. He gets a lot of satisfaction from physically satisfying his lover. To sum up, these are the 6 ways in which guys turn on women and make them want to spend time with them. We trust you found this movie entertaining and useful in your quest to woo the woman of your choice. Leave a comment below and let us know if there are any more ways you turn on the women in your life.